Hey friends, it's Akidearest. Now, just to kick this video off, many of you may have seen or heard that Japanese convenience stores are very convenient. Thus in the name. But no, it's at a level of convenience that I've literally never seen back in the States. And it's at a point where you can pay your bills at convenience stores, you can get, of course, snacks and toiletries, which is most convenience stores, but you can also get your weekly Shonen Jump magazine. It's ridiculous how much that you can just live off of convenience stores, and there's a reason why they are literally on every corner. So today, I ran down to the convenience store and I just thought to grab a bunch of snacks that I would normally just eat by themselves, but I'm going to attempt to turn them into a gourmet dish. Mind you, I've never made a gourmet dish in my life, but I am going to take these pictures that I saw on Pinterest as inspiration to hopefully make something. And what I got was some steamed chicken, these potato chip sticks that you would normally eat by themselves called jakariko, some cheese, some spinach, and this is something that I don't usually see at convenience stores, prosciutto. Prosciutto is really expensive, but this was about like maybe a little under $2. The dish I'm going to be attempting to make is prosciutto wrapped chicken over mashed potatoes and just some fine, pretty stuff on top. I don't know cooking terminology that well. I just like to cook for fun. Is that a crime? So without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go open up the spinach. I was going to maybe like cook it, but it turns out it's already cooked inside. But there's still a little bit of frost, so I'm just gonna heat it up just a tad bit so that I can stuff it into the chicken. In you go. I'm not gonna do this for too long, maybe just for like a minute. This is just to get a lot of the ice off of it from the freezer, and then I'm going to be stuffing this into the chicken with some cheese, and then after that I'm going to wrap the chicken in prosciutto and then sear it. You know what, I'm just gonna shut up so that you guys can just enjoy this b-roll. I'm just gonna put this into a bowl, and I'm not gonna use all of the spinach in the chicken. I'm actually gonna be making a spinach puree, which I've never done before. So wish me luck. Can Pinterest just sponsor me, because I had to look like a shit ton of things that I've never done before on there. Like, what is it about Pinterest? Like, once I move, like, I never cared about Pinterest before I moved out, and then suddenly I had to do all these things, and I was like, you know what, Pinterest sounds like a really good thing. Anyways, so there's my spinach. It's all completely defrosted now. And now I'm going to go cut the chicken and put this in. So this is the steamed chicken. Now, typically you can just eat this by itself. A lot of people who just are on a quick run to work or school or just getting off of the gym and you want that protein, then you would just get this, and it's awesome. I used to eat it almost every day. But today we're gonna do something a little bit more creative with it. Now, luckily, because it's steamed, it's already cooked and ready to eat. But because I'm going to be doing other things to it, that sounds wrong. Oof. Oh god, that juice. But because we're gonna do other things to it, this is gonna go back in the pan, and hopefully I don't burn it. I don't know. Again, I am not the most skilled cook. I just like to do it. I know it looks disgusting on camera right now, but this stuff is actually pretty bomb. This video should just be called, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try. Because it's so thick, I wanted to make a slit through the middle here, but I think I might just do it here just to make it easier. Yeah. And then I'm gonna cut a slit into this one. I apologize if there's a lot of rules that I tend to break in this entire video. I'm just gonna season it with some black pepper and some garlic powder and salt. It probably doesn't really need it, but you know, just wanna add a touch to it. We're experimenting today, and if this all just ends up really badly, well then I know not to do it again. Now I am gonna add some garlic powder because all of the instructions that I see about prosciutto wrapped chicken add garlic powder. So we're going to just put a little bit on. Prosciutto is already kind of salty, so I'm not gonna put too much on it. All right, so we have slits in the chicken, and I'm just gonna put some spinach in here. And then when Joey eats dinner tonight, he'll never know that it's just convenience store food. Now the chicken itself is about 100 yen each. So this is already $2, and then the spinach bag is about 100 yen as well. So we already have $3 worth of ingredients that we're using here. And also, this is really good if you have a date and you don't know where to go, and for some reason if everything's closed but the convenience store is still open, she or he will never know that you just got everything from 7-Eleven. So I'm also gonna add some baby cheese. This is normally a snack that I bring when I go on a trip with some friends, but I've never thought that I would use this in cooking. But again, you'll never know until you try. I don't know exactly how much I should put in. Maybe like 2 pieces of cheese in each. Maybe that should be enough. And look at how they're wrapped. It's like a little taffy or like just a little hard candy. Actually, I'm gonna have one here on camera now. Man, I feel so bad for anyone that is lactose intolerant. Cheese is like the best thing on the planet. Now I'm gonna stick the cheese into the chicken breasts and then hopefully they melt while they cook. And I would like to think that the prosciutto will keep everything in. What I have in my mind is a lot prettier than how this is probably gonna turn out. Okay, so this is the chicken that is already stuffed now. Time for the fun part, wrapping them up. Now Joey loves prosciutto and he loves it on pizza, he loves it on a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure that he's never had a prosciutto wrapped prosciutto wrapped chicken. Love prosciutto. Okay, here's my game plan. I'm gonna just lay a bunch of prosciutto down and then I'm just gonna go wrap it around and hopefully it sticks. Okay, let's just put that bad boy on there and wrap it. Now, so far, the ingredients wise, given that we are working with 2 pieces of chicken, I think we're working for like with maybe $5 now worth of ingredients, which is crazy. This one's actually a little bit more thicker than I'm putting on. It just says uncured ham, but I mean, it's close enough, right? Oh God, I'm really winging it today, guys. The thing is that I'm really thinking about right now is this all gonna stick together when I sear it? I really hope so, because right now, just like this, it looks great. But then when it comes to flipping, that's where like the real challenge comes, I think. I feel like the right thing to do is to tie this. So I'm gonna go get some dental floss. That's a little hack if you didn't know. If you don't have cooking twine, you can just use dental floss. Isn't it great to know that you don't have dental floss? Well, risking it all tonight, boys. So good news, everyone. I haven't completely butchered this yet. Nothing's burned, but we're gonna see once I put these babies onto the pan. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of olive oil. Okay, this should be fine. I don't know which side I should do first. Maybe I'll just do this part. The cheese and the spinach is on this side, so again, I'm winging this. And you too. I'm gonna put you right there. Now I'm just gonna let one side sear for about maybe 3 or 4 minutes and see how it goes. And then I'll just flip it over and do the same thing on there. I don't smell anything burning yet, but oh shit, actually. That looks actually pretty decent. All right. Okay, maybe not so much. Oh God. It's not that bad, right? It's just a little burnt, but Joey will at least be very good at lying to me later that my cooking is great. Okay, so now while we're searing the other side, I'm gonna actually start trying to attempt making the spinach puree. So I put all the spinach in this little container, and I have my little blender with me, and I'm just gonna like gradually add water while this thing sears, and hopefully it should be smooth enough. Oh yeah, I think I have to put it through a sieve, right? I don't know. So here's my little blender. And I'm just gonna go for it, I guess. That's not exactly as I thought it'd be, but oh God, everything's a freaking mess. Oh, it's already done. God damn it. So here is my puree. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's smooth. And I just want to use this to make something like aesthetic, like in those Pinterest pictures. And this is my best attempt at it. But at least the meat's done, so that's pretty good. I don't feel very confident myself right now. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It just, you know, just meat. I think the hardest part is out of the way, but now we're going to the most fun part, which is a really great hack that I learned from my other YouTuber friend, Tokidoki Traveler. And she said that if you add boiling water to these, it turns into mashed potatoes. And I got to do it myself, and I haven't gone back since. So that's a little life hack. If you ever see these snacks, add boiling water to it. I know it doesn't feel right and that you shouldn't do it, but you won't go back once you see what happens here. Just watch. So I have some water boiling right now. Now while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to explain jakariko. These are really popular snack in Japan, and if you look inside, they look like French fries, but they're actually really stiff and really crunchy. So since this is a hack, there's not really a set amount of water that it tells you to pour in. You just kind of have to figure it out until it looks right. Now I've done this so many times that I know I cannot mess this up. So once the water's done, I'm going to add this and you guys will see magic. And if you ever come across this snack, you should definitely try it. I heard that this works with Pringles as well. I mean, it's just basic potato science. Yes. Looks like our boiling water is done. Now, we're just gonna add it to this little guy. That's enough for now. And I'm just gonna let it sit And then I'm gonna open up this little guy and add some water to him as well. Okay, so I've let it sit for a minute and it is really, really mushy in there. It's just not the top part, but I'm just gonna show you guys the bottom. Can I move some out of the way? You see that? It's starting to turn into mashed potatoes there at the bottom. Yeah, the more you know. I should make a cookbook. It would have absolutely nothing written in it. Just be like, good luck, and I salute you. Check this out, guys. Mashed potatoes, it is steaming. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just try a little bite right here. Since I learned this hack, I have been a changed woman ever since then, and I will change you for the better. Do this. It's not bullshit. You can try and debunk it if you want. I don't care. This shit works. I literally have not had potato sticks the same way. But we're on to the second most fun part, decorating it, putting it all together. Let's see if my mess can now become something beautiful. This looks really bad in the camera because that looks terrible, but it looks better in real life. Well, it was a hurdle, but this is the result. And, you know, I don't think I did as bad as I thought I would. I mean, I definitely butchered the puree thing because I know it's supposed to be a lot smoother than this, but not too bad for my first time, I think. I think it's still pretty good presentation, but we'll never know until Joey tries it. So why don't we give him a call because it's already dinner time. My romantic dinner is in place. Now let's bait him out. Joey,
Yeah.
dinner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is this this stuff you made from the corn beanie?
Yeah.
That's honestly a lot more fancier than I had initially thought.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. There's some like mush.
Well, it's kind of mush.
Oh, it's good mush though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll never know until you try. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Alright, moment of truth.
Let's see what we got here.
In
We
the-
got some chicken wrapped in some prosciutto
Prosciutto, yeah.
with mashed potatoes. And what's this?
Spinach.
Spinach.
Yeah, it's just blended spinach. Tried to make a puree.
Chicken is cooked all the way through.
Well, it
I
was
see.
already cooked because it's
Oh
from
wait,
the
that's got some, what's this? Some spinach inside of it as
Yep.
well. And then, whoops, and then get some of
It's a big bite.
Yeah, I gotta get everything. So we got spinach, the potato, the chicken, and the prosciutto. Everything.
And there's cheese in there.
Is that?
Yeah, baby cheese.
Alright. Itadakimasu! Ah! Umai.
Oh my gosh, I had a heart attack.
That's called building anticipation.
Don't do that to me again. I don't like anticipation.
That's really good.
Is it? It's the steamed chicken that you usually get like after the gym.
Yeah. The prosciutto's a bit salty.
Oh, it's because I added some salt and garlic powder. Oh, I was afraid
Usually, from my understanding, you don't really have to add much salt because the prosciutto is already quite salty.
Okay.
But still, if you brought this out and I didn't know you made it through, you know, stuff you bought at the corn beanie, I would think it's just like a standard meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
How much do you think that this looks like it's worth?
This came out in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Maybe like 10, 15 bucks.
Oh, really?
Probably, yeah.
It's about 300 yen.
That's shocking.
I know. So this is great, you know, guys. If you want to do a quick run to the convenience store and you're on a budget but you got a date to impress, maybe do what I did, but maybe just nix the salt and garlic powder. I'm sorry. Scale of 1 to 10.
Well, the garlic powder is fine because that adds flavor. I don't think you had to add the salt.
Right.
It's a little bit salty, but still really good. At least it's like really flavorful. Like, honest to God, like a 7.
What? Oh man, I was thinking like a 4 or 5.
No, you're too harsh on your own cooking.
I am.
Yeah.
Would you say this is a success?
Oh, easily.
Oh, great. All right, well, time to dig in, guys. It's actually really good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It is salty, though.
It is salty.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But other than that, oh my god, I love this. Holy shit. Yeah, I'd give it like a 6 or 7. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Tell all your friends. That was my best attempt. If you guys want to see me do this again and try to make more gourmet looking dishes with convenience store food, then let me know. But we're gonna go eat now, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!